Little Tim and the Mighty Boulder. Once upon a time, there was a young pickup truck named Little Tim. With a bright, cheerful smile and a heart overflowing with kindness, he lived in a snug little garage nestled by the mountains. His father, a strong and wise tow truck, was an exceptional mechanic. Tim adored tinkering. From a young age, he wanted to be just like his dad, fixing things with precision and care. His dream? To become the world's greatest mechanic and run his very own garage someday. Every so often, vehicles would roll up to their house seeking assistance. A rusty old van might need a fresh tire, a little scooter could have a faulty light, or a massive truck might require an oil change. Tim's father never turned anyone away. He assisted everyone, regardless of whether they could afford it. Tim was always there, right by his side, passing him tools and absorbing every lesson. Then, one day, a dusty blue car rolled to a stop, the driver looking anxious. "Mr. T, my brakes aren't working properly and I don't have. With just enough funds to visit a major garage, I'm at a loss. What should I do?" Tim's dad gave a reassuring smile and said, "Don't worry, we've got you covered." Tim observed with admiration as his father meticulously inspected the brakes. "Tim, could you hand me the wrench, please?" his dad asked. Filled with anticipation, Tim quickly fetched it. "Here you go, Dad," he said, eyeing the blue car. With a sigh of relief, he exclaimed, "Thank you both so much. I can't imagine what I would have done without you." Tim beamed with joy. He relished aiding others. Yet, he also delighted in visiting the largest garage in the city, where his father worked. This colossal place was known as Rusty's Auto Works, and it was filled. Equipped with every tool imaginable, cars from all around flocked to Rusty's Auto Works. The garage is owned by a kind-hearted elder vehicle known as Mr. Rusty. Once a humble, diligent mechanic, he spent years repairing cars and treating his customers with kindness. Over time, his dedication paid off, his business flourished, and now he was renowned and admired. He always remembered where he came from, never hesitating to assist those in need, especially elderly car owners who couldn't afford repairs. "Tim, my boy," Mr. Rusty exclaimed one day. "Here to see your dad again?" With excitement, Tim nodded. "I love your garage, Mr. Rusty. Someday, I want to..." Mr. Rusty chuckled. "You know, having a garage like this takes hard work, patience, and a good heart." Tim listened intently, dreaming of growing up to be just like his dad and Mr. Rusty too. One day, Mr. Rusty found himself sitting alone in his office, gazing out the window. Out the window, he gazed longingly at the mountains of his childhood. The city's hustle and noise were overwhelming. He yearned for the tranquility of a simpler life. But before he could escape, he needed to find someone trustworthy to manage the garage. The question lingered. Who could it be? Then, one day, an old car named Benny the Beetle was towed to Tim's home, looking, "Mr. Tow truck, I'm in a bind. I need your help. My engine won't start, and I'm stuck on the side of the road," I pleaded. Tim's dad took a look under the hood and said, "I can fix it, but I need a special tool from the city. Tim, do you think you could dash to the garage and grab it for me?" Tim's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Absolutely, Dad. I'll be back in no time," he exclaimed. As Tim raced down the winding mountain path, he noticed something strange as he approached the city. Cars were creeping along, forming an endless queue. Up ahead, the cause of the chaos became clear. A massive boulder had tumbled onto the road. With determination, Tim pulled up to the obstruction and declared, "We need to shift this." Just then, a sleek sports car pulled up beside him. "I have an important meeting," he huffed. "I can't spend my time just pushing a rock." A large truck rumbled by, indifferent. "That's not my problem." A tiny scooter sighed as it zipped past. "I'm too small to help." Tim frowned, determined. He resolved to tackle it alone. With all his strength, he pushed, and the massive boulder budged just an inch. He had to. Tim needed to grab a tool for his dad, so he rushed over to Rusty's Auto Works. The issue with the boulder Well, that would have to wait. Tool in hand, Tim headed back home, only to find the stubborn boulder still blocking his path. He asked another car for assistance, but it just shook its head, saying, "I don't want to scratch my paint." Yet, Tim was undeterred. He tried again. With all his strength, he pushed the boulder, barely budging it. If only someone could lend a hand, he sighed, knowing time was of the essence. He dashed home, where he and his dad got to work on old Benny. As the car roared to life and rolled away, Tim shared his struggle with his father. "I tried, but I couldn't move it alone," he admitted. His dad. He nodded, saying, "Let's tackle this together and see what we can accomplish." They ventured down the road, arriving at the massive boulder. With all their might, they pushed and heaved, again and again, until at last, the boulder rolled off the path. Just as they were about to leave, something shiny caught Tim's eye. Beneath the boulder lay a golden envelope. Tim gently opened the note, reading aloud, "Thank you to whoever moves this boulder. You are a good citizen who cares for others. You deserve a reward." Tim glanced at his dad and said, "We don't need a reward. We just did what was right." His dad beamed with pride. "Right, son, mister." Rusty suddenly appeared, having observed everything from afar. "Tim, I witnessed what you and your dad accomplished today. That boulder, it was a test." Tim's eyes grew wide with surprise. "A test," he echoed. Mr. Rusty nodded thoughtfully. "Indeed, I wanted to see who would rise to the challenge when others wouldn't, and you did." Tim's dad let out a chuckle. "We only wanted to clear the road," he said. Mr. Rusty smiled warmly. "That's precisely the kind of spirit I'm looking for in a mechanic. Tim, I've been searching for someone to take over my garage, and today I found that person. The garage is yours and your dad's." Tim was taken aback, gasping in surprise. His dad shook his head with a gentle smile. "That's incredibly generous. We appreciate the offer, Mr. Rusty, but we weren't looking for anything in return," Tim remarked with a nod. "We just wanted to lend a hand and clear the road, Mr." Rusty chuckled softly. "I get where you're coming from, but truthfully, this would be doing me a favor. I've been dreaming of retiring and heading back to the mountains, the place I call home, the cities. Life's gotten too hectic for me these days. I often find myself dreaming of peaceful days spent fishing, embracing the quiet life. Yet, I couldn't bring myself to retire without ensuring my garage was left in capable hands." Tim's dad glanced at Tim, then back at Mr. Rusty. "Are you certain about this?" he inquired. Mr. Rusty beamed with a warm smile. "Absolutely. You too. You possess the heart, kindness, and expertise needed to operate the garage exactly as it should be. Imagine the countless cars you'd be able to assist this way." Tim's dad pondered for a moment, then nodded. "All right, Mr. Rusty. If this means we can lend a hand to more cars, then we would be honored to manage your garage." Tim beamed. "Thank you, Mr. Rusty. We'll make you proud." Rusty gave a nod, and Tim's dad gently patted him on the back. "I'm proud of you, son." Tim's smile lit up the room. His dream had finally come true. It wasn't a reward that mattered. It was the joy of spending time with his dad, tinkering and lending a hand to other cars. The end.